It's Sam, and I'm making this quick forecast for the week of June 17th, 18th, and 19th through this week. So Monday, the moon will be in Virgo, and will, feature these planets, Sun, Jupiter, Mercury, and Venus up there in Gemini in the 10th house from the moon. So it's a good day for thinking about your career and actually really putting a lot of creative power into action. This week will continue that theme of the Saraswati Yoga in the sky with Jupiter, Mercury, Venus, and also the Sun in Gemini. A lot of planets in Gemini. So on Monday, the moon is in Virgo, which is very detail-minded and organizationally minded. So having all those planets in the 10th house from the moon will mean that following your highest creative purpose will actually settle your mind, settle your heart, because that's really what the moon is. Then on Tuesday, Wednesday, the moon will be in Libra, join Saturn and Rahu. So this will be quite different. Tuesday and Wednesday, these are certainly days where there'll be more emotional pressure, maybe emotional stress, fear, and worry will come into the mind on those days. And of course, they're in the sign of Libra, so that's about our relations with others and our general feeling of connection to others. We could be really thinking about those things and really pondering them on 18th and 19th, which is Tuesday and Wednesday. The moon in Libra joins Saturn and Rahu, the North Node. Now, especially on Tuesday, there will be an aspect from Jupiter, because Jupiter is now aspecting Libra, and that's Saturn-Rahu conjunction in Libra. So there'll be some insight, some maybe even some inspiration and hope and purpose around those sort of themes of emotional stress and pressure in relationships. It's really a time to establish good boundaries and to be realistic and practical about others. And if we're not, we may really feel the strain of that on Tuesday and Wednesday. And then Thursday and Friday, the moon is in Scorpio. Really Thursday, Friday, and part of Saturday as well. The moon is in Scorpio, and so we'll have this debilitated moon. The moon is debilitated in Scorpio because it's where the emotions are restless and where we are looking to strengthen our emotional weaknesses and shortcomings, and we might project outwardly those stresses and fears onto others rather than take it on ourselves. I recently did a web class on it was actually called Astrology Beyond Good and Evil. You should really check it out. And I really talked about this quality of the good and the bad planets, the gentle and the benefic planets, the ones that we're supposed to really keep for ourselves and take on. We're supposed to take on the difficulty, and we're supposed to share the good stuff. Instead, we keep the good stuff, which leads to indulgence and attraction to what we want, and we wind up dumping all the harsh stuff on others. And that's the stuff we're actually supposed to take on ourselves. So you should check out that web class. It's actually running Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday this week, if you didn't get to see it yet. But it'll be quite appropriate with moon going through Scorpio, because we tend to sort of dump our emotional stress onto others rather than take it on ourselves and really become more disciplined and powerful psychologically. So think about that and realize that on Thursday, Friday of this weekend into Saturday, you may be feeling that emotional pressure and maybe tempted to dump it on others and blame others for why you're not emotionally peaceful. And there will be an aspect from Mars onto the moon as it's going through Scorpio as well. And the other thing that's going to happen at the end of the week, like on Saturday, is Venus is going to change signs. Venus will move out of Gemini and break that Saraswati Yoga on early Saturday. So that'll also be a change. And then on Saturday and into Sunday, the moon will be in Sagittarius, which will be more hopeful and inspired, but the first part of Sagittarius is also Mula Nakshatra, which is about uprooting darkness and ignorance. And then on Sunday, the moon is in Purvashada Nakshatra, also in Sagittarius, which has to do with teaching and hope and inspiration and purpose. So, interesting week with the moon moving from Virgo through Libra, where it's joined Saturn and Rahu, to being debilitated in Scorpio for later part of the week, and then finishing the week in Sagittarius, which is more hopeful and inspired and more related to teaching and whatnot. And that's when we'll have that full moon on Saturday. So, hope you have a good week, and share this with others. And you want to check out that web class that I'm teaching on astrology beyond good and evil. It got some great reviews, and it's quite a revolutionary approach to understanding the gentle and the benefic planets and areas of life, and how we're meant to handle the different stresses of life, and how we can understand that astrologically. You'll really enjoy this. Check it out and have a great week. Leave me some comments. Let me know how things have been going for you.